So there's two ways to do that. Have 3 different size circles and then connect them in the back, and then create some form of a base, right? Or, and I don't know if I can do this correctly, I can't. Do something like this, you know, one piece that we cut around. What do you think is best?
I like the 3 circles best.
Okay, and then the next decision is size. How big we think we're going to make it, like a tabletop size, maybe as big as this paper, or really tall for outside?
I don't know.
I mean, it could be either, right?
What is your opinion? So smaller.
We didn't get an opinion.
We did, smaller.
The more things that we put outside that are large, we have to store inside when we're not using them.
Okay. All right. Hello friends, welcome. Today's episode will be the last episode in which we are going to show you how to build Christmas decorations. So, if this is your first time in the channel, welcome. If it is your birthday, happy birthday. If it is a repeat visit in the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. For everyone, happy holidays. So today we're going to turn this scrap piece of wood into this. So because we need 2 different sizes of circles, 3, sorry. I have 3 objects and I said 2. We're actually using whatever we have around. A CD, a wrench for an oil filter for a car, and the cap of, what is that? A cap of what?
Some sweetener.
Some sweetener. So you don't have to be very fancy, you can just use whatever you have available. And we're going to use our Maxo or Dremel to cut them because the bandsaw is still under the weather.
Yeah. And so the way we kind of judged the sizes was stacking the items just to see that graduation in size. And we like what that looks like.
Okay. So for space economy, we arrange the circles on a single piece the best way that they will fit on our wood here. And again, we are using a scrap piece of material because we do not want to go out and buy material to do these projects, but we want to use what we have, so in essence they're free. It's probably okay, and here's our first circle. This is our first circle, and I think we do need to put it through the belt sander, right?
Well, we'll need to sand it, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Part of the issue is we probably need a new blade.
Well, we don't have a new blade right now.
I know, but I'm just saying it would cut a little smoother if we had one.
somehow to. This is the biggest, right? I want to make a flat top.
What for?
Huh?
What for? Oh, for the bottom. Okay.
I don't know, the camera is filled on.
Okay, so we cut them out with the Dremel. Then we used this belt sander to fix those edges from cutting it out. So now you can see they're much more round. And also he made just a slight base on this bottom one so that it will stand up on a flat surface.
Alright, and we're going to use a dowel. We're going to cut it first. It doesn't need to be big at all, right?
No. Probably an 1.5 inch piece would be fine.
That's the middle one, right?
Yep.
And we're going to use some glue when we're done too. So we're going to cut it a little more.
What?
Or make it a little deeper.
Yeah, you can make your hole a little deeper.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, I need to find out.
And we're probably going to need a base because otherwise it won't.
What was the wrong place that I put it? This is,
Oh, was it?
yes. How in the world did I do that?
Because obviously the other piece looked flat too. Turn it.
It isn't. See there? It
Okay.
sits.
I guess you can make a new hole.
Well, I have to.
Okay, so we have the 3 pieces doweled and glued together. We used hot glue to help it hold. And then this piece he decided he liked because that's part of that curve where I was cutting out the circles. We've just made it square to the table. It's got a square edge. We're gonna line it up on the back here to help provide a base and for stability so it won't fall over. And then he's got the other board on the back, on the bottom there, just to help line it up and make sure it's straight. And what are you gluing? Oh, you're gonna glue it to that too?
No, that was a mistake.
Yeah. And again, we're using hot glue. It dries really quickly, and it's pretty solid and stable.
And follows you everywhere.
Yeah, all those little glue strings, that's pretty fun too.
Okay. So
Okay.
we decided to paint it because very rarely snowmen are brown.
Right.
So we are going to paint it white. Again, we're using the same type of paint we used in our other projects. What is it called?
It's just a basic craft paint. This is gloss white.
Okay.
We're not advocating for this product in particular, just it's what we found.
Nor are we endorsed by it.
Right.
We receive no payment.
You can find these little tubes of paint in lots of different brands wherever you are. It's just a basic craft paint. And there's lots of finishes just like in a regular house paint where there's gloss and flat and all that. Just depends on the finish you're going for.
Are we going to paint the sides or just the top?
Yes, we're going to paint the sides. I just wanted to get that. Okay, so we've put a second coat of paint on here, and then as I was using the brush, I noticed there was brush strokes, which is not really the look I was going for. So I started taking the little sponge brush and doing this, and that gives it a little bit of a nicer texture. Looks a little bit more like maybe some snow instead of paint. And so that's what I've done. Now we're gonna let that dry and we'll finish up by making the face for our snowman. Okay, so our snowman is dry now. In order to get an idea of the scale for what I'm gonna do for the face, I took it, placed it face down. I used a pen to trace it so I have an idea of the size. Then I just used the Sharpie to draw in, which is also what I'm gonna use to make the eyes and the mouth, just like you would the coal. And then I'm gonna use this orange paint that we have to draw in a little nose so it'll look like a carrot. Here we go. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but there we go. I'm just using the end of a Q-tip to make a little improvised. What do you think?
Good.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay. And so we found just a couple of pieces of twigs. We're gonna attach these to the back to give him some arms. And you know what? I might just draw some buttons down here with the Sharpie as well to give it a little more detail. How about that?
Okay.
Another one or no?
Yeah.
One more? There we go. Now we just need to let our carrot nose dry and glue on it.
There?
Sure.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah, looks good. So once again, we're using hot glue because it does have a very fast dry
Maybe.
time, assuming our glue gun has heated sufficiently. There we go. Watch your fingers in it.
Okay.
You're gonna need some more glue though, because you keep moving it.
Is it fine? There?
You're gonna have to let it dry.
Okay. You want them touching or not?
No.
Okay, just position them over glue. Okay. You can turn it if you want, or is it good?
Yeah.
Alright. This is it, right?
Attack of the glue, yeah. Get that off me. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
And here's our snowman. Get a good flip of his arms.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Everyone Can Do It Yourself channel. This is our last Christmas holiday decorative item episode. Next week we plan a special episode that will not be a build episode, it will be more of us, our lifestyle, almost like a vlogging thing, what we have in the house and so forth. If you did enjoy this episode, please smash that like button. The nasty rumor that the other button still works persists, so if you didn't like it, you're welcome to smash the down button. But please share this video, and if you like it, comment and let us know what else you want to see in the upcoming year. From the Grasswood Worker in Elpida, I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and we are going to see you soon.